Konnichiwa minasan, welcome back to RunningTrain, the Japanese train simulator which has taken the train simulation section of the internet by storm. Today we are on the Sankai main line, the longer route in the game, and we are in the HR1500 series, heading from here at Kanamori up to Nagara, a full run of the section of the main line that's currently included, which should take about 44 minutes to complete. There has been a new patch as well. We're in version 0.9.2, and the reason I wasn't able to play the Sankai route before was because it was just going blurry on me. People with reduced VRAM have been having issues with Unreal refusing to load textures, but now there has been a patch, and if we is it going to let me go in the main menu? No, it's not. If we go into the settings, I've turned on reduced AI traffic and also upped some of the settings from yesterday's video. So now we should have the game both looking a little bit better and also running without blurry textures, which is excellent. So yeah, let's get moving. Oh. Love how those flaps at the front open. Cancel the ATS. Chime. Headlights on. Oh, hello! I forgot the developer added new stop markers. Nice. So yeah, we're in the 1500 series because the 1100 series has manually lapped brakes, which I do not like. So yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the game is running pretty smoothly. You can also change between seasons in photo mode, which is pretty cool. Anyway. So, we're supposed to... Oh, we're supposed to depart 1 second ago, a few seconds ago. Time accuracy 7 seconds. Whoops. Yeah, as you can tell, the sounds are just, oh, so good. Next up, Suzume-nomiya in 2 kilometers. 40 limit. Good thing we were paying attention. Oh yeah. So not try the brakes on. Whoops. I'll try to maintain a good score, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm just glad I can finally play the game at a reasonable graphics level without it going all blurry on me. So, yeah, if we have a look at the settings, AI trade frequency is set to low. And graphics are set to TSR balanced with some medium, some low, and dynamic global illumination is turned off. So yeah. Lovely castle departing Kanamori here. Right, we're up to 100 kph. I've actually ridden on a unit very similar to this, the JR West 415 series. Hang on, let's see if we can get that castle in the background. Yeah, I'm trying to frame the castle in with the train, and it's somewhat annoying, but yeah. So if we hit F5 to hide the UI, and then take that, that should be good. And then we also should zoom out again. It's like there's a separate station for a branch line heading off to the side. Oh boy. No, you don't. Ah, we're at 75%. No. 500 meters to go. Notch 4 on the brakes. Oh no. Oh, we're so done for. No! That's the emergency brake applied. We still overshot. No! Sorry about the really loud lawnmower in the background. Come on. Come on. The brake has to release. Come on. Yeah, that was a pretty atrocious stop from yours truly. Just, yeah, I'm having to keep all my windows open. Because of warm weather, but it's really loud outside due to a lawnmower, so I do apologize for that. See if I could shut my windows. Hang on. And okay, I'm back in my chair, so we should be able to depart at least somewhat close to. Ooh, only 2 seconds off. Nice. Right. Next stop, Takahashi in 2 kilometers. Honestly, if I was playing this game by myself, I would probably just what is it? I would probably just run this game in Japanese, but yeah, since I'm running it in English for inclusivity, really. And that was a pretty atrocious stop. Hopefully we won't do that again. It's probably just a foreshadowing, if I'm being honest. Keep it notch 2 for now. It's the 90 limit in force. Love the pedal effect. That's really cool. I hadn't noticed that before. Those sounds, by the way. Bridge reverb, the suspension, everything. It's amazing. Considering a solo developer did this, it's incredible. 65 limit. Takahashi is actually where we began our last video, because this is where the Fukugawa line starts. Yeah, normally Japanese train drivers don't sound their horns when approaching a station, but yeah, basically the only time Japanese train drivers are allowed to sound the horn is in an emergency. And now. That was actually a good stop, I gotta say, by my standards anyway. Yeah, just look at the detail. We've got a accurate clock here, advertisement for RunningTrain, some very funny vending machines with appropriate stuff, I might add, just off-brand. Doors closing? Yeah, doors closing. Alright. Next up, Nogata in 1.4 kilometers. Yeah, as someone who's lived in Japan for 12 years, to have a simulator that looks this good and is this accurate with not one but 2 trains that were near me in real life. The Diesel Express unit was the KiHa 85 or DC 8500, if you want to use this game's parlance. Love the road traffic too. So yeah, that voice is saying Sugiwa Teisha desu, which means the next stop you have to stop at. The G meter is pretty strong, but yeah, we have to stop. I'm not going to do what I did before. Love the cherry bosses, by the way. All the details in this game are spot on. Just wish we had a bit more seasons to play with, rather than just spring and winter, but it's an early access game. I'm not going to fault it. Uh-oh. Ooh, very close. Very close to overshooting there. Do have a 70 limit coming up. So this is Nogata. Love the station signs too. Like, these signs are very nice. Yeah, obviously off-brand. Right, let's wait for the door indicator to pop up. Just gotta wait. Departing at 9:49 and 5 seconds. Also, this screen here displays all the stops that we have. We are currently fourth from the top, and it displays all the times which we're supposed to be going and leaving and that kind of thing. Right, maximum speed. Ooh. Yeah. We're not doing too well on the score so far, but honestly, as I'm pretty new to this game, I'll take it. Also, it's so nice not to have blurry textures all over the place. And I'll honestly take decreased AI trains in favor of a better looking game. To Kasugano. Alright, punch it up to 100. Oh man, I'm going to be playing the heck out of this game. I don't care if it's early access, I don't care how short the route coverage is. I just... try to keep that. Uh-oh. Emergency. Will we actually stop before? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Oh, great. Awesome. Lovely. Lost a lot of score for that. Come on. Yes, I know. Thank you. Oh, I love that. You see that sign flashing up there? And yeah, that means train is approaching. And I love the accurate clock in the middle. That is accurate to Japanese trains. I think we're going to be slightly late here. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I definitely need to up my game in this game. Like, my old driving methods of just slamming on the brakes are just not going to cut it because it will take away score. Right, full speed up to 70 kilometers an hour. Next stop, Ise, which will join up again with the Fukugawa line, which is where the Fukugawa line currently terminates. 70 limit. There we go. .8 kilometers, so we do have a bit of a gap between up to. Ooh, working traffic lights. I didn't know that was a thing. Love how smoothly this game is performing. Let's have a look at the performance. It's not showing up. Interesting. The overlay which I use is not showing up. Coming up. Gently slow it down. Yeah, I don't care if we arrive late as long as we do it. Gently slow down. The 1100 series, which is the 2-car version of this train, has manually lapped brakes, which would probably be even more of a pain in the rear end than this unit. Yeah, if you're getting started out in this game, I would advise doing the limited express runs because they're somewhat easier to do. Just off to the right-hand side there was where we terminated in the last video. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate all of the lines here are fictional, but I'm not surprised that it is because JR and other rail companies are very stingy with their licensing. Like, for example, a modder back in the day made a mod pack for Train Simulator Classic that added branding to some of the Union Workshop stuff, and JR actually sued the modder and got it taken off the market. Alright. Next stop, Hayakawa. Oh, we actually left 2 seconds early. Fascinating. Love how this game punishes you when you even do stuff wrong. When you do 2-part braking. It's a bit like Diesel Railcast Sim. The scoring system will punish you if you're not being really, really careful. To 100 kph. There's a bit of a tunnel in between. Tunnel coming up, first one of the day. Reverb. Ooh, nice tunnel transition, I gotta say. There aren't too many AI trains, but that's honestly not surprising, considering I've turned down the frequency of them down. Yeah. There is apparently one NPC somewhere on the platform, but passengers aren't a thing yet. No. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Yes, I know that. Yeah, that is pretty bad, I gotta say. Whoopsie. Yeah. So yeah, this is Hayakawa. Yeah. This is with view distance on low, by the way. You can still see quite far away from the train, which is decent. Next stop, Komori in 2.8 kilometers. Oh, we actually left 2 seconds early. arrive at Komori at 10 AM precisely. Ooh, big bridge coming up. This thing accelerates really quickly. Love that. Love the bridge reverb that you get. So yeah, the section that we're driving today is the entire section of the main line that's included. So yeah, eventually this line is going to be up to 100 kilometers long, which is pretty impressive. And the Fukugawa line is going to go up to around 20 kilometers. This line is going to be about 80 to 100 kilometers. Slowing down for Komori. It's just a pity everything's fictional in this game because, yeah, I would love to see real license lines, but I'm not surprised they have, as I said, I'm not surprised they haven't been included. Ooh, we're arriving early into Komori. That's good. Oh, whoops, wrong buttons. Different keybinds to use the camera. Yeah, that noise is also prototypical for Japanese stations. Take another screenshot there. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Okay, phew. Got blurry textures loading back into the cab button for a second. 28, 29, 30. 1 second time accuracy, up to 90 kph. Next stop, Omishima, in 2.4 kilometers. The beauty of this game makes even good routes in Train Sim World, like say Libertad Star Alpaca. That makes like something like Libertad Star Alpaca, Medway Valley, Preston Carlisle. It makes all those very good looking routes look like child's play in comparison to this, really. Easy does it. Tunnel coming up. Apparently the developer is considering adding freight trains, but might not considering the possible technical difficulties. So yeah, this game is, ooh, look at that bridge, that's cool. So this game is predicted to leave early access in sometime around Q3 2027. The route extensions will come before then, possible new rolling stock. Something like that, yeah. And then the route extensions for Sankai and Fukugawa. Hang on, let's see if we can get the bridge in the background of this. Ooh, there's a family mart, but it's named Kazoku Shop, or Friend Shop. Nice. As a person who like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna fit the bridge in the frame. That thing's huge. Yeah. Now following the, I presume this is the Japan Sea, but yeah, obviously I don't know that because this is a fictional route. It could be the Japan Sea or the Pacific Ocean. Excuse me, sorry, my throat's been feeling a bit scratchy today. I think it's allergies. Easy does it. Doors opening. Just readjust the camera a tad. Welcome to Omishima with a beautiful view of that giant bridge in the background. Somehow reminds me of the Francis Scott Key Bridge that used to be in Baltimore before it got hit by a ship. You know the one. If you don't, just look it up. There's a bunch of pictures on the internet of how it was before it got obliterated, but yeah. Alright. Next stop, Iwa Minato, or Iwa Port, in 3 kilometers. Ooh, got the time accuracy on the money! Oh yeah. Seem to be averaging around 60% score. It's fair enough, 3 kilometers to go. There's a little, abandoned sidetrack there. Oh man. This scenery is astoundingly good. Like, even at full price, I can fully recommend this game. And for, I think, like, one more day, there's a 10% launch discount on Steam. Yeah, even on my machine, it's running very, very, very well. Love the rattling and bumping. Limit, okie dokie. See, paralleling the sea now. Love the variety, the density and the variety of the cars, traffic. Ooh, there's even some palm trees. Cool. Yeah, this is the longest run that you can currently do in the game at the moment. And it takes 44 minutes. The limited express ones take 30 minutes-ish, and then the runs on the Fukugawa line take about half an hour in total. 90 limit. 3 on the brakes. Under 1 kilometer to go. Look at this scenery, man! And I love the sounds, too. Really, the icing on the cake. Like, considering a solo developer did this, I'm astounded that a solo developer was able to pull something of this caliber off. Like, genuinely, it took 3 years! 3 years to make this game! And most of the assets were developed by Rizu themselves. Right, I think I'm beginning to get the hang of how this unit works and brakes, because I've never driven it before today. It's astounding that I can drive not 1 but 2 trains in game, one of which I've seen in real life and one of which I've ridden in real life. Oh yeah, we're 15 seconds early. We're departing 10:07 in 20 seconds. It's actually, I want to have a look at something. What is this? Why is there a shrine gate in the middle of the sea? What? There's not even a temple around. Okay, that's weird. Maybe it could be a representation of the Miyajima gate near Hiroshima. to be fair, which I've seen, and that's also in the sea. So, yeah, that might be realistic. I don't know how Shinto temples work. Okay. Now. 1 second accuracy. Yes! Next up, Kagudadai in 2.5 kilometers. Kagudadai, yes. Rest assured you will be seeing more of this game in the not too distant future, because I am having the time of my life playing this game. Up to 100 again. This coastal scenery is gorgeous. I especially love the addition of the palm trees, which, yeah, aren't too prevalent in Japan, but in coastal areas there are a few of them. I don't think they're native, but yeah, it's nice to see that they're included. I was really looking forward to the Tadami behind in Train Sim World, but this blows Tadami straight out the water, despite Yu Workshop's Herculean effort to get that into Train Sim World. Alright, tunnel approaching. Tunnel. 1.3 kilometers to go. Wait a minute, when I hit the horn it actually decreases the brake pressure. That's a neat touch. I've seen it in Train Sim World, but that's a neat touch. Love the instrument lighting too, that is gorgeous. Man. Body of water off to the left there. Not much detail in the water, I gotta say, but yeah, honestly, not bad compared to the rest of the detail. There's a lot of mountains in the background, I just noticed. There's a lot of very tall mountains in the background. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this thing can brake hard when you need it to. That's really nice. Also, I love how the station, Kagudadai, is on 2 separate levels. That is sick. 2 separate platforms. Love the new stop marker as well. That's a part of the 0.9.2 update. Yeah, not too good stopping accuracy, but good enough in my opinion. Oh yeah, for some reason you can't do a 360 with the camera, which is weird. SOS button, that's accurate stop marker, signs, little transformer bay, adding power to the line. It's amazing, the details. And apparently there is a passenger mode, which is going to be a thing. Alright. 6 seconds. Ah! That's not particularly good, but oh well. Thought we were leaving on the minute. We weren't. Next stop, Uetsu in 1.7 kilometers. We seem to be turning inland from the sea now. Next video, I will be taking a look at the KiHa 85, otherwise known as the, as the DC8500 in game, which will be running along the same line but in the opposite direction. Which is a bit easier to run because you don't have to stop as often. Cut the power, cut the power. Oh yeah, decent amount of points. The tunnel seems to have separated from the down line. 0.9 kilometers to go. yeah, like all the animations, everything. This game is dang near perfect. And with Train Sim World basically having inured me to developmental shenanigans, shall we say, the fact that we can get a near perfect Japanese train sim in this day and age without having to rely on dovetail games whatsoever is just astoundingly amazing. Like, genuinely. Right, Uetsu. Yes, I know. We're stopping here. Stopping it. Yeah, doing this run HUDless in hard mode, but yeah, you can't lose any score in hard mode. Otherwise, your run ends. Couldn't English there for a second. Oops. Slightly too many kilopascals on the brake pressure there, but it is what it is. Welcome to Uetsu. Oh wow, this is quite a few tracks here. There's even a bypass line, which I assume would be for freight. I hope we could get freight in this game, because there's no Japanese freight in any sim that I know of. JR East Train Sim doesn't have freight. Train Sim Classic doesn't have Japanese freight. This game doesn't have freight yet. Like, there's quite a lot of stuff in Japan that is moved around by railways, and if you could get a freight locomotive in-game, that'd be awesome. Alright, next up, Shiohama in 1.8 kilometers with an 85 limit leaving. Uetsu with an 80 limit coming up. Honestly, you know who I would love to see do a video on this game? PTG Rail. Like, do a route learning video along the main line. That'd be awesome. That'd help very much. Nice bridge. Just listen to those sounds. Wow. Beans. 1 kilometer to Shiohama. Try and get up to 100. Well, near enough to 100. Yeah, I think I'm improving the longer this run goes on for. You really have to know this line, because by the time that box lights up saying the next station is you don't have a lot of room to brake. So also, I've basically set my keybinds to basically my Train Sim World ones, just so I know how everything works. $200 meters to go. 80 limit in force. I'm probably going to learn this line like the back of my hand, knowing me, just because I'll play this so often. Was, yeah, not particularly good, but we did get here early, so yeah. Ooh, I like the way the station is set up. It's like midway in between that and a neighborhood. That is really scenic. Anyway. And, like, 44 minutes, that's a decent run for an early access game. We're now only into the second update. It's basically my favorite train sim. Right, next up, Imaocho in 2.6 kilometers. 2-second time accuracy. That is decent. Right. Yeah, it is even more astounding when you think about it, because the developer who made this is not even Japanese. He's Indonesian. And the fact that a non-Japanese person who doesn't even live in Japan was able to pull off a Japanese train game of this caliber is simply mind-bogglingly astounding. What I'm a bit worried about is that we haven't even seen any other AI trains, so well, it's fine by me. It's not the end of the world. That we haven't seen anything out, any other trains. As long as the game works, then I'm fine with not seeing any AIs. It's less than a week since this game released now. I already had 2 major patches to fix bugs, which is pretty impressive. There we go, 95 limit. Notch 1 on the brake, start slowing down for that, for Imaucho. And that's not an L, because the L sound doesn't exist in the Japanese language. Like, if you try to get a Japanese person to say L, they will say, edu. Which is a combination of e and du. They just don't have the L sound, and you're like, oh boy. Brake, 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 brake! Don't care about the G meter, just brake, 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 brake. We are coming in hot, and the performance has... Oh, I think those cherry trees are absolutely murdering my frame rate. Phew. Yeah, I think those cherry trees were playing hijinks with my frames. Because of the pedal effect. Wish you could turn that down, you know. 17 seconds early, nice. Yeah, all those cherry trees with their pedal effects are definitely playing havoc with my frame rate. Okay, we're departing in 30 seconds. Yeah, the fact that the sounds are just this good in quality is insane. Like, genuinely. It's incredible. Like, everything about this game is incredible. I could wax I have already waxed lyrical about how this game is simply superb. Right, go. Yes! Got that time accuracy down to 0 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. Next stop, and final stop, Nagara, in 3.9 kilometers. So that's the... Let's go. So yeah, we're reaching the end of the current section of main line. The fact that this line will be over 80 kilometers long by the time this game leaves early access is incredible, considering that this is a solo developer. Into a tunnel. I do like, yeah, the lighting transitions are a bit stark, but honestly, spot on. Like, I haven't seen any major tunnel light making issues, cough cough, Train Sim World and Dovetail games. There's some major lighting bugs in tunnels on Train Sim World routes which still haven't been fixed. Like, for example, Birmingham Cross City, just south of Birmingham New Street, still hasn't been fixed after 3 years. Is that a 65 limit? Might be. It's just a 90. Coming into the rail yard. If I had AI trains turned on, then there'd be a lot more. Oh boy, that was a 65. Phew. Yeah, okay. Note that for next time though. There's a 45 limit, so let's start getting brakes on. There's normally a lot more trains down in that yard, but yeah, because I've turned it down AI trains to help with the frames, they're just not there. Probably have the ATS system going on for the next signal. This is a really big... Nagata is a really big station. There we go. Love the bridge on the left and going over from the yard. That is very prototypical. That structure is spot on. Just one among many brilliant parts of this. Alright, let's just... Easy. 85 limit and 300 meters, but yeah, we're stopping at Nagata, so there's not really any point accelerating. So yeah, that's our first... We've almost completed our first run of the Sankai mainline. Pretty successful, I'd say. I was a bit stupid. Often overshot my stop marker, and then I overshot that 65 limit. Okay, you have to go to notch 2 to cancel the ATS. That is prototypical. So you have to be ultra careful. Alright, you got just about a minute to get a stop right, so I will take my time with it. Red signal in 360 meters. 25 limit in 380 meters, but that's past our stop marker. This is a really big station. I'd honestly love to see this developer do bullet train routes, but yeah, those would probably be pretty boring compared to the local stuff. But plus I prefer the local stuff anyway. Bit of an overshoot, but we still got the score for braking smoothness. I will take that. Now we just gotta wait. And there's our arrival time. Let's put the reverser into neutral. Oh, no, neutral, thank you. Gotta depart at 10:24 and 50 seconds. But yeah, we can't go beyond this point, unfortunately. Right, give us our score, please, game. Just gotta wait for it to load. Come on. Yeah. Love how those 4 little flaps at the front open up whenever you hit the horn. That is prototypical, by the way. For older units like this. I don't believe newer units have this flap system for the horn. There we go. Punctuality, safety, penalties. A B. Okay, I got a C last time, so I'll take a B. It's very funny that we got the 67% score. Yeah. Most stations we were... Yeah. So... that was pretty decent, I gotta say. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my fabulous driving skills down in the comments. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.